Hey there, welcome to the video. Now, if you're looking for ways to make money online, particularly with Amazon KDP, you're in the right place. For those of you who've been following along, you already know that I'm all about uncovering profitable opportunities in the KDP publishing space. But if you're new here, don't worry, because today I'll be sharing 5 more of the best random, low competition, and highly profitable KDP niches to help you get started and maybe even land your first sale. Now, this is actually part 4 in my series on the best random KDP niches. If you missed part 3, you can click the marker at the top of this video to check it out, but stick around because these niches I'm about to share are just as exciting and you'll want to dive right into them as soon as this video ends. But before we dive in, if you've ever felt lost, frustrated, or unsure of how to even get started with publishing low and medium content books on Amazon KDP, then I've got the thing for you. My KDP royalty roadmap is completely free and it's a step-by-step guide designed to help you create and publish your first book with no experience required. It's simple, it's practical, and is focused on getting you results, giving you the tools to kickstart your KDP journey and build towards real success. So if that sounds exactly like what you need, you can find the link down below. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online, whether it be through Amazon KDP or other online businesses. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. Now, before we get to the list, let me tell you what makes these niches so special. Each one has been thoroughly researched, meaning they offer low competition and high demand. What does that mean? It means real potential for profits. So whether you're just starting out or you're looking to expand your portfolio of KDP books, these niches are perfect for building a sustainable online business. Now, the first random niche that we have for today is the Valentine's Day coupon book. Now, if we look at the total results, we see 738. And if you know with my videos, I'm looking for about 1,000 and less, which tells me that this niche is not so competitive. We see the average bestsellers rank 436,000, average reviews 596, average price $8.60. And you're gonna see with this book's interior that $8.60 for average price is actually quite high for the amount of work that you're gonna do. We see a niche score of 66. So I always look for at least 50. So everything looks good here. And if we go through the first page, we're going to see with this first book ranking it at 48,000. This is a good selling book and it is a KDP book because it says independently published. And typically I like to look for at least 3 of these types of books where it has a good bestsellers rank, typically under 300,000. And we also see other types of products here, which is good, but we're really looking for KDP books. I don't look at this customers frequently viewed because this is not part of the organic search rankings, even though there are books here that are ranking very well. This is really the next spot right here. This one, this naughty coupon book for him, independently published, only 41 pages, ranked at 8,575. And then we also have this one right here, Love Coupons for Him, ranking it at 53,000. So this niche I already know has a lot of demand because typically if I find at least 3 books that have a bestsellers rank of under 300,000, I know that there's demand here. People are looking for these types of books. We have another book here ranked at 12,466, another one at 47,254, and another one at 121,000. So we see a lot of demand. 44,000. 46,000, 333,000, 86,000, 380,000, 378,000, 349,000. So we see a ton of demand here. And this is why this made it onto the list, because this is showing a lot of potential for profits. If we take a look at this book, this naughty coupon book for him, this is going to be a great book for Valentine's Day, which is coming up real soon. So if you want to get in on the action, this is the time right now to get these books out. Paperback $9.99, has a 4.5 out of 5 rating. And if we plug that bestsellers rank into this KDP book sales calculator, we're gonna get $57 per day in estimated royalties and over $1,700 per month in estimated royalties for this book. Now, if we check out the sample, as you can see, the cover is very basic, a black cover with your title and some very basic colors. And this one, naughty coupon book for him, arrows and a heart. And then the first page, well, there is no first page. So it's time to actually see if there's anything in the A+ content, if they included A+ content. And they did not include A+ content, which actually is kind of crazy because they have such a good ranking, but there is nothing in the sample. There's no A+ content. And so the only last place to find pictures, if there are, is going to be in the ratings. So now that we're here, we can see all photos and we can see kind of what the interior looks like. So this is a great way to kind of find a template and think about your ideas and not just duplicate this, but replicate it and make your own, make it original. Now, one way to get more ideas on creating this book, along with looking at other competitors' books, you can go to Creative Fabrica, make a search for coupon book Valentine's, something like that, and you're gonna find all of these interiors in there. So this is a great way to find designs and kind of see something that you like. Now, the next random niche that we have is the tattoo coloring book for adults. So the first thing that I see is that it has over 1,000 results. Typically, I like to look for 1,000 or less. It's actually 1,614, closer to 2,000 than it is to 1,000. However, this is still decent enough that you could still get ranked on the first or second page of Amazon without having to do any kind of marketing, any kind of KDP ads. We see the exact match, which basically means how many books are ranking with this exact keyword in their title, 20 out of 48. And then how many books in this niche on the first page are independently published, 42. The average bestsellers rank 600,000, average reviews 183, and the average price of $8.45. With a niche score of 54. Now, if we look through some of these books, I typically skip all the sponsored products because this is where publishers pay to get onto the top of a search listing. Now, the first book is going to be this one right here. As we can see, it has a bestsellers badge, 100 tattoos coloring book. But if I hover over it, we're going to see under publisher, it doesn't say independently published. This does look like a KDP book. However, it is not. And so I move on to the next one. This is the next one right here. Independently published with a bestsellers rank of 14,439. So this is a very good selling book. The one right next to it is not a KDP book. This one is at 44,000 and this one is not, but this one is at 22,000. So that's already 3 books here that satisfy that demand portion that I always talk about. But let's keep looking through some of these books. This one is at 145,000, 342,000. And then this one's 483, all good selling books. We have another book here, 156,000. Note the average reviews is 2.6. However, it still has a good bestsellers rank. So that's how I know that there is a lot of demand here, because even if the books aren't really good or aren't high quality, they seem to still be selling. We have another one right here, the bold and easy type at 225,000, 216,000, 83,000, 189,000. So as we can see, there's a ton of demand here for tattoo coloring book. So there's a lot of potential here for profits. Let's take a look at this book, 100 Tattoos, a tattoo coloring book for adults with beautiful tattoo designs for stress relief, relaxation, and creativity. We can see a 4.5 out of 5, mostly 5 stars, some 4 stars, but a very well-received book. Priced at $10.99. And the reason for that is because it has over 200 pages and dimensions 8.5 by 11 inches. If we put that bestsellers rank into this KDP book sales calculator, that's going to be good for about $59 per day in estimated royalties and over $1,700 per month in estimated royalties. Now, if we check out the sample, hopefully this one has some pages of the interior, but here's the cover. It's actually a very well-produced cover. It looks professional. So if you don't know how to do this, then you probably want to hire someone on, let's say, Fiverr to create your cover for you. But if we look at the first page, here it is. So very simple. This looks like it was produced by AI. So this is something that we can do. And then here's some more of the pages. Very, very good book. And then some more on the back cover. Now, if we check out the A+ content, this publisher actually created A+ content. As you can see, some more pages of the interior, the cover, and then here's a page of what it looks like if the customer were to color it in, and some more pages of the interior. Very good A+ content from this publisher. Now, if you were interested in creating this tattoo coloring book, you can use my favorite tool, Nuria Creator. All you have to do is enter your prompts down below, just like this, 1 line per page. And then you can choose no background or background layer assist, and then select your image size. So for this book, obviously 8.5 by 11. And then the tattoo style, there's a bunch here, but just choose tattoo because this is a tattoo art style. Line thickness, you can choose thin, medium, thick, and then generate the images. And these are the results that it came up with for me. The tattoo coloring image of a dog. As you can see, there's 4 images per set, and I actually like this one right here, the second one or the 4th one. And then the next one was tattoo coloring image of flower, and I actually like the first one right here. And then the next one, tattoo coloring image of skull. So any of these would work. And then the next one is tattoo coloring image of fantasy. And then I did one more right here, and this one is tattoo coloring image of a snake. So you can play around with your prompts, but as you can see, these are very well produced images from AI. And then all you have to do is download all the images as a PNG, SVG, PDF, or they even offer PowerPoint. Then pick and choose the images. You can put them on Canva to create your book, and it's gonna be really fast, really easy. If you wanna check out Nuria Creator for yourself, I'll leave a link down below. Now, the next random niche we have is the Moon and Astrology Planner. Right away, the first thing that I see is a very high niche score at 71. So that's well above that 50 that I look for. Total results, pretty low, 538, which means that this is gonna be a lot less competitive, and it's gonna be a lot easier to get your book ranked on the first or second page of Amazon without using marketing or Amazon KDP ads. We see the exact match, 12 out of 48, 29 KDP books here, average bestsellers rank 797,000, average reviews 33, and then the average price of $12.11. If we take a look at some of these books, keep in mind we skipped the sponsored products. The first one right here, independently published with the bestsellers badge and the bestsellers rank of 8,283. There's this 2025 Moon and Astrology Planner, independently published with the bestsellers rank of 81,000. Next, we have this one, 2025 Moon and Astrology Planner, ranking it at 173,000. That's already 3 books that satisfy that demand portion that I always look for. This one's at 97,000. We have a couple more books here. This one's 1,000,000, 500,000, 700,000. 400,000, 500,000. However, I've seen enough books here selling very well that I know there's a lot of potential here for profits, especially with Titan's Quick View saying that the niche score is 71. If we take a look at this book, the 2025 Astrology Planner, a comprehensive monthly and weekly astrological calendar with moon phases, planetary ingresses, aspects, and retrogrades. First thing I notice is not only does it offer the paperback, but as well as the hardcover version. This one's priced at $12.99, 142 pages, size at 8.5 by 11 inches. And if we scroll down to try to see some A+ content, so this is what the book would look like if a customer purchased it. And then a little bit of the interiors. Here's a January month. Here's a week of the month. And then right here, they actually included one of my favorite modules of A+ content where you can link your other books so people can see them and potentially buy them. This is a great way to boost your sales without even trying hard, because this is a free tool from Amazon KDP. And this is something that I always urge people to implement into their book listings. It's just a great way to boost your sales, all for free without even doing that much work. If you want to learn how to create A+ content, including how to make this module and how to create these types of images, go ahead and click on the top of the video. I'll put a marker up for my video on A+ content. Now, if we take this BSR, plug it into the sales calculator to see how much it's estimated to be making, we can see that this book is making about $15 per day in estimated royalties and about $471 per month in estimated royalties. Now, if you want to get started on making this book, one of the easiest ways is just to use Creative Fabrica, make a search for Astrology and Moon Planner, and you're going to come up with these listings right here. Now, the key to this is finding a interior that is a Canva editable template. So if you're looking through it, you're gonna find, like, for example, this one right here says Canva editable template. This one right here says Canva editable template, and this one does as well. So that's the key with this type of book. You don't wanna just download one of these and then put it straight back up onto Amazon KDP. you're going to run into issues. So if you find something like this is the 2025 Moon and Astrology Planner, editable Canva template. You can go ahead and download this. It's going to include a bunch of templates that you can use. You can arrange them how you want. You can change the font. You can change the way that the boxes look, rearrange the lines, change the elements. You can do all these things to make it original, make it different than this one right here. And so that you have something that nobody else has, and you're not going to run into those issues with Amazon. Now, if you want to get Creative Fabrica for yourself, it's actually pretty cheap, about $3.99 per month. However, it's billed yearly, so about $47 per year, but it's going to give you so much more value of what you pay for it. I've pretty much made my entire earnings on Amazon KDP with Creative Fabrica. The yearly all access is going to give you access to millions of graphics, fonts, even their AI generator. And then it also gives you the personal and commercial and print on demand usage for these files so that you can use them in your creative artwork when you're creating your cover and your interior. So if you want to check it out, I'll also leave a link down below. Now, the next random niche that we have is the Bible verse coloring book for kids. Now, the first thing that I see, a niche score of 66, so that's good. Total results is below 1,000. That's also very good. Exact match, 9 out of 48, 33 independently published books. A very good average bestsellers rank here on the first page of 400,000. Average reviews, 426. Average price, $7.30. If we take a scroll through the first page, we're going to find a lot of different types of publishers here. Not all KDP books. Here's one right here, ranking in at 55,000. We have another one right here, ranking in at 61,000, and another one at 471,000. That's a little bit higher than the 300,000 that I'm looking for. We have this one, 103,000, 43,000, 19,000, 15,000, 81,000, 11,000. So you see a lot of very, very good selling books, very low BSRs. This one's 276,000. So I see a lot of demand for this niche and a lot of potential here for profits. Everything is a go. This is actually a very good niche to produce in. All you have to do is make sure that your Bible verses are correct, which you can do with the aid of ChatGPT or an AI tool to basically make sure that your Bible verses are as correct and accurate as possible, because that's really where all the reviews, if you're going to find bad reviews, it's going to be because of the Bible verses where they say that they're not correct. And so you want to make sure that those are accurate. Now, if we take a look at this book, the Inspirational and Motivational Bible Verse Coloring Book for Girls, we can see this has 75 pages, not very many pages at all. Priced at your typical $6.99. They could probably price it a little bit higher. And this is sized at 8.5 by 11 inches, which is your typical coloring book price. And if we go to the KDP book sales calculator with that 11,000 BSR, that's about $47 per day in estimated royalties and about $1,410 per month in estimated royalties. Now, if we take a look at the sample, so here's the cover. It looks like a pretty simple cover, but is actually very nice, very professional looking. Once again, if you don't know how to create your own cover using Creative Fabrica and those elements, and you don't know how to really put it together, you can go to Fiverr and just hire someone to do the cover for you. It's not that expensive, and you're gonna have something that's more professional. And this is gonna be important because a lot of the customers, they look at the cover, and whatever the cover looks like, that's what they're gonna buy. They might not even look at the interior. But if we look at the interior, so this is kind of what it looks like. We have a floral pattern and then your Bible verse in here, and then 2 more pages. Very simple type of book. It's not that hard to make this because you already have your content. You have your Bible verses, and then all you do is put some kind of nice pattern. This book in particular uses a lot of floral pattern, but you can find your own thing, and then just find a font that can work well as a coloring element. Now, the last random niche that we have for today is the stained glass coloring book. Now, one of the first things that I notice is with a extension and a tool that I use called Keywords Everywhere, we see volume here of 880 searches per month. So that's actually really, really good. It adds to my KDP research. However, we look at total results, 1,435, a little bit higher than that 1,000 or so that I'm looking for, but it's still not so bad, not too competitive. You're gonna have a good chance at getting your book ranked on the first or second page of Amazon. exact match 30 out of 48, independently published 26. Average bestsellers rank is actually pretty good, 316,000. The average reviews 351, and the average price $6.86. We see a niche score of 59. And if we go through the first page, the first book is ranked at 5,446. The second book right here, independently published, ranked at 94,000. This one is 67,000. That's already 3 books. Right away, I already know there's a lot of demand for this niche. 32,000. This one's 287,000, 214,000, 293,000, 353,000, 364,000, 352,000. So we see a lot of demand here for this niche for the stained glass coloring book. If we take a look at this book, Animals and Nature Coloring Book, so stained glass edition, adult and kids coloring book with animals, landscapes, trees, flowers in bold stained glass style for relaxation and stress relief. Priced at $7.99. It has a 4.8 out of 5 rating, mostly 5 stars, some 4, but no 1 star, very little 2 stars, and very, very little 3 stars. 40 hand-drawn stained glass animal designs, 8.5 by 11, 94 pages. And if we look at the sample, it actually tells you what the coloring pages are, which can help you out when creating a book. And then if we try to find one of the pages, there's really nothing on the sample, but on the back cover, you can see the lion, the butterfly, and then this toucan. And then if we scroll down to try to see some A+ content, here it is. Very good A+ content. 3 more pages of the interior. Another one. Here's a panda, a peacock, and then half colored in. Now, if we go ahead and take this bestsellers rank and plug it into this KDP book sales calculator, we're going to see it's about $126 per day and almost $4,000 per month in estimated royalties. Now, if we go back to Nurier Creator, I did stained glass art style and then my prompts, just some random ones: dog sitting by the fireplace, peacock, window of a house, and then roses. I did AI generation, 8.5 by 11, no background. Technically, we could try background layer assist, but just to see what it comes up with. As you can see, very, very good pages. Any one of these is going to work. I kind of like this one right here. I don't really see any issues with this image at all. Now we look at the peacock. This one is actually pretty good, so that would work. And then this one right here, window of a house. These are very well produced images by AI. Honestly, any one of these could work. And then the last one that I used was roses, and any of these will work. This one has kind of a border around it. This one doesn't. So I'd probably use one of these first 2. And then all you would have to do is download all the images as a PNG, SVG, PDF, or PowerPoint. I usually do SVG, put it onto Canva, and then just pick and choose the ones that I want to finish my book. Once again, if you want to try Nurier Creator for yourself, I'll leave a link down below. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want a part 5, let me know by smashing that like button and commenting down below, and I'll make sure to create a part 5 in this series. Also, don't forget about my KDP royalty roadmap. It's going to help you out on your KDP journey by helping you create your first low and medium content book on Amazon KDP. Link is down below. If you have any questions, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as well as follow me on all my socials at JeffSetLife. That being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.